My name's Rebecca, and I was diagnosed with iron deficiency during my pregnancy. But happy to say I'm the mother of 2 young children and I'm really enjoying life. I was diagnosed as iron deficient in both of my pregnancies, but the symptoms were far worse in my first pregnancy because I didn't understand what to look out for and I didn't know how to explain to my doctor what I was feeling. It was so important to explain the severity of the symptoms that I was feeling. So I spoke to some of my friends who had had children before, and everyone told me that tiredness was normal while you were pregnant. But surely that didn't mean that you'd fall asleep anywhere and everywhere. Some days it was hard to get out of bed. Other days I wanted to go to bed at lunchtime. I would be at work and fall asleep at my desk. I'd be driving my car and fall asleep at a set of traffic lights only to be woken up by the driver behind. It was my first pregnancy. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what normal was. I was so depleted that I actually wasn't sure how I'd get through the second half of my pregnancy. We still had a long road to go, and if I couldn't wake up in the morning now, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. And so I really had to talk to my doctor about it because it just didn't seem right. I spoke to my obstetrician about how I was feeling, and they explained to me that tiredness was normal. It was par for the course of being pregnant. As I explained to them that the tiredness meant I couldn't get out of bed or that I fell asleep at traffic lights in my car, they got a better picture for what that meant and what that exhaustion actually was. So that feedback of the symptoms I was experiencing and that dialogue I had with my healthcare provider was really important. The treatment for my iron deficiency returned my iron stores back to normal, and after that happened, the extreme fatigue disappeared. I wasn't falling asleep at my desk anymore. I wasn't falling asleep in the car. I could go out and have coffee with friends in the afternoon, which was really lovely, and I could be present and I could enjoy the rest of my pregnancy. I had really good iron levels going into the birth of my child, so I didn't experience any symptoms of the iron deficiency post-birth. For me, I had a rare complication where I experienced a secondary hemorrhage though, and having good iron stores on board before that happened meant that my recovery was better than if I had have gone into that situation iron deficient. Being on the other side of pregnancy, I can say unequivocally, take iron seriously. Don't suffer with exhaustion or tiredness or symptoms that you can't explain. Talk to your doctor, explain exactly what that means for you, and make sure that you get a level of treatment.